Hi, good evening and welcome.
In the video, the Wild Boys, why the Blade Runner Harrison Ford image?
Blade Runner Harrison Ford image.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bit of a good one. The total thing about the Wild Boys is it's based on a book. Well, the title comes from a book by William Burroughs. Now, Russell Mulcahy has had a lot to do with that book in the past. He's made a very big involvement with it. I'm getting stuck here, aren't I? He's made a big involvement with it. And so it's really Russell's baby altogether, and we gave it to him to do. And he really did come up with all those ideas. And there's very little of the band in it. I think we just wrote the song about a very tough world, and I think we put that on the screen, really.
Who made the head of that monster?
Who made it?
Yeah.
I don't know, some very warped imagination, I imagine.
Was that the windmill, all those other things made especially for this video?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. It was very uncomfortable, actually, being strapped to that windmill.
Yeah, imagine.
It's quite frightening, too, getting stuck underwater. I mean, I did actually get stuck for about 3 seconds under there. Not for long, 3 seconds, but I mean underwater with it all going, because I couldn't have nose plugs or anything. Because it's totally disorientating if you have nose plugs and earplugs, because you lose all your balance, you see. And you really don't know which way up you are.
How long does it take to make a video like that?
Well, we filmed that as part of another project as well, which is for a film that's going to happen next year. And I think of the 10 days that we spent shooting at Shepperton, 3 or 4 was the Wild Boys.
How much does it cost to make a video?
That one?
Yeah.
Well, for the 10 days, I think we spent a substantial sum of money. For the Wild Boys, it'd be very difficult to tell. It certainly is the most expensive video. It was done quite cheaply.
Let's talk about the album Arena. I have to admit that I kind of expected after the video, The Reflex, some double album with all the screaming and yelling and all that kind of stuff. But it's a lot more simple than that. Why is that?
I don't know, I think it's because it's a live album. It's something we didn't want to overplay it. We didn't want to kind of make too much of a big deal out of it. I mean, there's bands coming out now with double albums which shouldn't be double albums. And I think it's important to sort of be a little bit, it's kind of modesty, really. You don't want to try and sell people the same stuff too many times. And if we'd have come out with a double album, it probably would have been all the stuff that we'd ever recorded before.
Why was the Wild Boys put on this album?
It was for 2 reasons. It fits in, I think, to the sound of it. It fits in with the sound. It's the first record we've made which has got some of that liveness, in it. And the other reason is that was chapter 1. Here's the beginning of chapter 2, and the Wild Boys is like that. The first page.
There's a video for this LP too, isn't there, Arena?
What's coming out is a documentary called documentary on cassette called Sing Blue Silver, and some TV stations are going to be showing an hour version of that. That's an hour and a half long. And later on next year we have some kind of sort of more of a story film around the live show, which we were still working on. It's very vague at the moment.
Is this going to be on sale to the public too?
Yeah, everything is. There's nothing that's important to it if it doesn't get that way.
You're doing the soundtrack for the new James Bond movie.
Yeah.
Also, I heard. How'd you get involved in that?
Oh, John absolutely went hell for leather. John's always been a big Bond fan. He met Cubby Broccoli in a restaurant, I think, and he just browbeated him into. He said, why don't a decent band do the title song? And I think talked to him for 3 hours and convinced him that we're the right band to do it. It's interesting, actually, because it's very different for us. It's not going to be like the usual Duran kind of song. In the same breath, though, I mean, you must remember it's not going to be your usual James Bond theme either. Yeah. It's not going to be a ballad.
So now what are your plans after the albums come out, the new single, the movie? You're going to go back on the road soon? Yeah,
well, the album Arenas will take us through to next year. We'll start making an album. We've got to go back in the studio. Yeah. Definitely. Oh, it's about time. We all want to write new songs. That's what we're really dying to do at the moment. And we go back into the studio early next year, record it as quick as we can.
Yeah.
And go out on the road. do some touring in
Probably by next summer then.
starting off in the summer, late summer, early autumn. I mean, I want to play everywhere this time. We're definitely going to come to Italy and play.
Okay.
Going all over Europe.
Thanks a lot, Simon.
Well, is that it?
Yeah, well, I'll ask you something else really quick.
Okay.
Another very short interview. I ask you the day you were born, your zodiac sign, first record you bought, just to let you
Okay.
with that. This one you could always record the camera. Okay? Then afterwards, a few ideas in Italian.
Do you know in
Yeah.
Italian?
We'll do them in Italian. Oh, it's easier. Nobody ever has any problems. Seriously.
I believe you. Okay, fine.
If you say. Okay. What's your full name?
Okay. My full name is Simon John Charles LeBron.
Okay. Your date of birth?
I was born on the 27th of October 1958.
And where were you born?
I was born in Bushey, Hertfordshire.
What time were you born?
I haven't got a clue.
Okay.
I think I was born, actually, I think I was born in the evening.
Zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Yes. The first record you ever bought?
The first record am I supposed to say my zodiac? Is it, you're going to have questions in it or
Yeah.
or statements?
There's going to be questions before. Without my, probably just a voice off camera.
Right, gotcha.
Okay, if I can't
The
speak,
first
it's English.
record I bought, you know, I really don't, I don't remember which was the first record I bought. I know the first record I had was by The Who. It was I Can See for Miles by The Who. It's a great song, which was given to me on Christmas by my parents. The first one I bought, and that's difficult, that's a bit more difficult to answer. I think the first record I bought was Python Lee Jackson, with Rod Stewart singing Broken Dream.
Okay.
Gotcha.
The first concert you ever saw?
The first concert I ever saw was first.
If you can't remember, that's all right.
I can remember. I'm just trying to remember the name. It's one of those funny punk names. Oh yeah, it was the first concert I saw was the Stranglers at Brunel University, backed up by a group called London.
Your favourite actress?
Favourite actress? There's quite a few.
Name a few.
Sigourney Weaver, she's good. So there's ones that, there's the Marilyn Monroe's brilliant woman. Charlotte Rampling, a fantastic actress
Okay.
as well.
Your favourite film?
Favourite film? I've got 3.
Okay.
Favourite action film, favourite love story, and favourite frightening one.
Name them all.
Okay, my favourite action film is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Oh, and favourite thriller as well. There's 4. My favourite thriller is The Big Sleep with Humphrey Bogart. My favourite love story is Romeo and Juliet, the one which was directed by Zeffirelli. And my favourite frightening film is Alien.
Favourite video?
Favourite video? I'm not sure. I'll tell you what's good. There's a video at the moment called Boys in the Street, Eddie Grant, which I think is great.
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I've got a pet spider who lives in the hole by the mantelpiece. His name's Charlie. He's been there for 3 years.
That's
and at
cute.
10 o'clock every night, after the news has come on, he goes for a walk right round the room.
Do you have any hobbies? Hobbies?
Yeah. Winding people up on TV.
Favourite singer or group?
Favourite singer? My favourite singer is Bono from U2.
Oh, wonderful. If you were lost on an island, who do you think you'd like to be with?
Lost on an island?
Yeah.
Ah, you wouldn't be too bad company, Kay.
Oh, thanks, Simon. It's nice of you. If you hadn't been a singer, what would you have done?
Well, if I'd have listened to my headmaster, I would have been a prison officer. If I'd listened to my father, this is true.
I'm glad you didn't listen to him.
If I'd listened to my father, I think I would have been an accountant. If I'd listened